What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. Hope y'all been okay. While you wait for me to put out more, y'all probably wondering, did he quit already? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been putting together some stuff. I designed a logo for my channel, as well as a little intro. So I've been silently working on my channel without having posted any new videos, but today, that's changing. If you're new here, we talk about scene culture, we talk about nerd culture, you know, comic books and movies, TV shows, and I post my art. So, if you like art, if you like nerd stuff, and you like metal, emo shit, this is the place to subscribe. This is the place to be. Subscribe, like, comment, share. You know what to do. Something amazing is happening. So, in my Psycho Frame video, I talked about the possibility of wanting to interview bands. I would love to give a platform to bands that are new, young, and rising, and I love bands, I love alternative culture, I love the alternative scene, metalcore, hardcore, deathcore, that's my life. And I want to talk about it. And if I can use my channel to put y'all on some of those bands, dude, so be it. So, quick story. Okay, so 197 Media here on YouTube, shout out. Some of the best band footage I've ever seen, period. He documents a bunch of up and coming, like underground, metalcore, hardcore, emo, whatever, bands performing in like these tiny, dingy, grimy little spaces. I don't know, it warms my heart because I love those types of shows. I miss going to those types of shows, and he puts that stuff on display. He puts me on those new bands for me to talk about to y'all. So shout out 197 Media, Steven. Not to mention that he's also documented big bands too. Like, so he does everything from the most underground stuff to the most high-profile tours. So, I mean, I'm going to clip some of his footage into this video, but just know that all credit is going towards him. I don't claim any of that shit. I'm going to put his name on it and be like, yo, this is not my footage. From his channel, I discovered this cool little metalcore revival band called Watch You Fall. And I was obsessed. I was like, dude, these dudes look hella young. They remind me of me when I was going to these types of shows. And I love their vibe. I love the early 2000s revival that is happening right now. They don't pull any punches. It's raw, it's heavy, it's aggressive, it's emotional. So I got hooked on them. Thank you, 197. I listened to their EP from last year as well as their split, probably on repeat. I listened to it like 100 times. And so, you know, I was like, how can I support this band, you know? So I emailed them because their emails in their Instagram bio said, hey, look, how would you like to set up an interview on my YouTube channel? And not even 5 minutes later, Adam is like, yes. So I'm freaking out because I've never done this before. There's, you know, first time for everything, right? So some time goes by, and next thing you know, we're chilling on Discord, talking about bands, talking about their band, talking about, you know, that type of thing. So here we go. This is a first for me. This is a new thing for me. And I can't wait to share it with everybody. And here we go. Adam Lee from Watch You Fall. From the shadow of down, there is no escape.
Holy shit. Thank you. We're Watch You Fall from the 805. Shout out to everyone that's here early, all the dope bands. Let's keep it moving. This is a new one.
All right, man. How's it going, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I was just on YouTube a few weeks ago. I'm just doing what I do, get home from work, and what I love to do is kind of watch the new blood come up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the new, I kind of keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on, like, because all the bands that I grew up listening to are like in their 30s, going on like 40s, and they're not gonna be around forever. And y'all are the future,
Thank
basically.
you. Appreciate
when
that.
I watch it, like, okay, so 197 Media, shout out.
Yeah, Steven.
They post like really good fucking live videos, and that's how I found y'all. It was the one at the pharmacy skate shop.
Oh yeah, that was a dope show.
That was hard, bro. I was like, yep, I vibe. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and just introduce yourself to the people watching my channel, just kind of like say your name and the name of the band in which you perform in, and your role.
My name is Adam. I sing for Watch You Fall, and from Ventura County, California.
Hell yeah, cool. It looks like you'll have a pretty thriving scene there.
Dude, yeah, Oxnard hardcore is really sick right now. When I got into it in like 2018, 19, it was like there was only shows every couple months and there's not that many people there, but now it's like sometimes they'll have 3 in a week and it's always packed, and it's dope right now. The scene is thriving over here.
It looks like it looks like there's a lot of stuff that's gonna blow up in the future.
Yeah.
And are y'all just local to y'all's scene, or like how far have y'all branched out?
We have played, so we're from Southern California, Ventura County. It's
Right.
If people don't know, it's the county above LA.
Right.
The
SoCal.
furthest we have played from home is San Jose and Sacramento. We did a run at the end of December 2024, to celebrate like the release of our split with the Test Stream.
Split EP. Yeah.
So we went up there, and then we've played like SD, San Diego, and that's like the furthest we've gone as of right now.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm a little bit late to the party for y'all. I realized that y'all dropped y'all's 4-song EP, The Burden of Being, right?
Yeah, back in April.
It's all killer, no filler. Like, it just slams. I mean, the biggest thing for me about y'all's sound is how y'all are bringing back like pre-MySpace, like metalcore,
like 90s,
that
early
shit.
2000s.
Poison the Well and shit like that. And like
our first grip of shows, we covered the first bit of Slice Paper Wrists, and that was like the first cover we ever did.
It's awesome, man. Okay, so when did y'all become a band and start playing shows?
So Watch You Fall first started as an idea when our guitar player Will, who was in Affliction, hit me up and said like, yo, we're gonna start, my boy Aiden and I, who now plays guitar, we're gonna start like an old school metalcore band. And originally I was gonna play guitar and he was gonna do vocals, and that was in like October 2023. And we started jamming, and we met at our drummer Julian's house in Ventura, and we wrote Weights of Regret that first time we jammed. And Will was like trying out some vocals, and he wasn't really like feeling it, and so he gave it to me, and then I did it, and we've just been, that's how it's been since then. But we started jamming like October 2023, and our first show was December 2023.
So y'all are together for like 2 months, and then y'all
Yeah,
played a show.
we wrote the demo and then started playing shows, and then I think it was like March or something. We recorded the EP and then dropped it in April.
Man, dude, in order to like get kind of prepare myself to talk to you, I made a playlist. It's just your 6 songs that y'all have put out, like the all 6,
Yeah,
and I've just been kind of. I would say probably like my favorite parts are the slam part in Lost Serenity, and then I really like the clean like ambient guitar break in Shattered Glass. I
yeah.
keep coming back to that.
Thank
That's
you.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were writing Lost Serenity at our like spot, and we got like we wrote everything up until the part where it slows down at the end. And I was like, this song is like it's good, but it needs a mosh part that's like blatant mosh
Yeah,
part. So I was
dude.
like, what if we just took
Dude,
that last riff and slowed it down?
it's one of those songs that just makes you go like, that crazy stank face.
Yeah,
It makes you just like,
yeah. Thank you.
I gotta ask, how old are y'all?
So I'm 21. The youngest is Aiden, our guitar player. He's 16. Julian, our drummer's 18. Will, the other guitar player's 20. He just turned 20. And then Chris, our bass player, is 25.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm 26. So it's really cool discovering someone who's like that much younger because I can see myself in y'all when I was y'all's age. I was going to shows like in North Carolina, we have kind of a hardcore scene. In Greensboro, they play shows in Greensboro, Charlotte, and Raleigh. And I used to go to stuff like every week, like 2 or 3 times a week. And I don't know, I haven't really kept my finger on the pulse of the Greensboro scene lately, so I'm not really sure how they're doing. I don't know, but yeah, it just kind of reminds me of those times, and just like it's awesome. But when y'all are writing songs, what's the process like? Do y'all write lyrics
So,
like first?
yeah. Normally what happens is Will or Aiden, sometimes Julian, I've done it a couple times, will come in with like just one riff when we jam and then play the riff, and then like Julian will come up with a drum part, and then we just go from there. We decide like where in the song that riff goes, and then just we tend to write songs relatively quick. Usually we can write a whole song in a single practice, but
That's
it's
cool.
always music first, and then the way I write lyrics is a little weird. I like right when the song is written, I'll draft some lyrics that I just kind of like write down whatever, and then as we play the song, I'll like get a feel for how I want it to flow, and then by the time that the song is recorded, I'll have written 5 different sets of lyrics, like start from scratch, start over, just keep going until I'm happy with it.
And then you just kind of choose from there.
Yeah, like once I like get in the studio to record the vocals, like usually it's the night before, even like the day of, I'll like go through my lyrics like where I write them down, and I'll just be like, okay, this is what I want to say, skip this, like take this part from this version, put it there, and I'll like finalize it right before I record it.
You put a lot of time and thought into your lyrics.
I do. I tend to like, especially when I'm writing them, and especially like with my previous bands that I was writing lyrics for, like doubt myself and like, oh, that sounds stupid or whatever. But then with Watch You Fall, I'm just trying to like say how I feel.
I can really tell you feel every word that you
Yeah,
say, and that's what makes you guys hit. Like you really are serious about what y'all have to say, which
yeah.
kind of leads me to ask, what is Watch You Fall's mission statement? Like,
When we
what?
started the band, we didn't really have a plan or anything. We were just like, oh, we just want to write like the style of metalcore that we fuck with, which is like the old school shit. And honestly, like when we wrote those songs and when we first recorded the demo, I was like, damn, this is ass. I wasn't like really fucking with it that heavy, but then we got the mixes and I was like, oh, this is actually like dope. And then we played our first show and like people already knew the words, and I was like, oh, okay, like we're chilling. But
We're good.
as far as it goes now, like when we started like picking up traction and getting these really sick shows, like we're all just trying to take it as far as we can. without like sacrificing everything else, because like
Uh,
I work full time, Will works full time, Aiden's in high school, Julian's in college, and then like I don't want to have to quit my job for a band, but we're just gonna try and run it as far as we can.
I saw that y'all opened for Dying Wish.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
That's really cool. What was it like opening and performing for them on that
That
headliner
was
tour for?
that was a sick show because we played with Balmora, who's like, in my opinion, like the number one, like most relevant, like old school metalcore band that's currently doing shit.
Yeah, that's badass.
And like we got to play for those guys, and they fucked with it, and that's where we met. We met them there, and then that's how we got on Afira, because like Senti fucked with our set, and then he's like, "Oh, when you want those new tracks to come out, just send them to us, and we'll drop it." And then we locked in.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it was,
really
It
cool.
was super sick.
I would love to get some lyrics for y'all. Like I listen to y'all stuff and I hear what you're saying, but I would like to be able to read along to it,
Yeah.
just so I like when I'm listening to it, I can scream along to it as well.
On Apple Music for the demo, they should be listed. I think I uploaded it with them, and then I think it's also on Bandcamp. It's just not on Spotify because you have to pay extra for them to show up on Spotify for some reason.
Honestly, I like y'all so much that I might actually. I think I'm gonna probably purchase the demo from Bandcamp.
Yeah, fuck yeah, thank you.
Dude, I love the shirt y'all have up too. It's so classic.
Yeah,
looking.
the one on Bandcamp right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I might cop.
that was cool. It was Adrian from No Way Out. Shout out to him. He designed it for us.
It's dope. It's dope.
Thank you.
So, this is gonna be kind of a corny question, but when did you? At what point in your life were you like, I need to be doing this, like, band stuff? Like, what band did you hear where you're like, yep, this is it. This is exactly what I want to
Yeah.
be doing.
I have like a very specific exact memory of when that happened. I think it was Valentine's Day 2020. I went to go see the band Spite at Chain Reaction in Anaheim on I think it was the Root of All Evil tour right when that record came out. Because I really liked that band when I was in high school. I don't listen to them very much anymore, but I mean, I saw like their singer Darius like on stage just had like crazy energy and crazy vocals, and I was like,
He's
that's
insane.
what I'm trying to do. Because I had played bass in a band previously, and I was stoked on that. But like I saw Darius perform with Spite that day, and I was like, that has to be it. Like I have to be the vocalist.
Yeah, because as a vocalist, you can fully like let loose and
Yeah.
go crazy.
Yeah, I'm not holding
And that-
anything. I'm like, it's just all energy.
It's just all movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to that tour as well. Actually, I was living in Arizona at the time. That was the tour with Spite and Varials, like Travis had just
Yeah.
left.
Orthodox Burials, Spite, and I don't
Unity
remember who
TX
else
and
played. Yeah, Unity TX played that show.
King Dealer.
Yeah, Dealer, R.I.P. Well,
Crazy.
maybe not in peace, but dead.
I mean, they just put out something last year.
They did?
Yeah.
Dang, I haven't been like tapped in on what they're doing since the initial drama that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Chain Reaction too. I know, like I said, I live in North Carolina. I'm from the South. I was born in Mississippi, and then I moved here 10 years ago in 2015. Dad lived in Arizona, went and stayed with him for a while, which led me to go see the Private Room Part 2 tour come through.
Yeah, it was that was Counterparts, right?
Counterparts, Varials, Stray, Dying Wish, and Chamber.
Chamber.
You know
yeah.
Chamber?
I fuck with Chamber.
They're from where I'm from.
Yeah, dope. Chamber's
Yeah.
a cool band. I like that record. The red one. I think it's called like the Cost of Sacrifice. It's either the name of the
That's
record
right.
or it's the track on it. But that record's cool.
And, Jacob Lilly, he goes to so many shows around here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the time. That was like my first time seeing Dying Wish. So I've been into them for like 6 years.
Yeah,
But
Dying Wish was a pretty big band for me, like getting into metalcore and hardcore when I was in high school. Like, honestly, I found out about Dying Wish from the Emma's feature on the Knocked Loose track. But
same,
yeah,
and
that's
I was
how.
immediately like, yeah, I had to check up. I was like, who is this chick and what band is she in and where can I listen to it right now?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, and it was super sick, like getting to open for them too, because it was like full
Full
circle, and
circle, kind
they
of.
she shouted us out during their set, and I was stoked on it. They were everyone. That was an awesome show all around.
She's a badass, dude. I've seen them a few times now.
Yeah,
It's cool to see their growth and
yeah,
where they're at.
they like blew up crazy style. Because like I saw
For
them
sure.
at Chain Reaction. I don't remember what tour it was, but there was like not that many people there, and now they're like, headlining 1720 and like all this crazy, playing all these festivals and going everywhere. It's awesome.
I think Sharp Tone put them on the map.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
The pro core bands like that like break out and like do all the crazy big full time shit is like it's awesome for them. It's not really like it's not the same as like local hardcore shows,
It's not. You
but
don't get the same sense of like community
yeah,
and
it's
it's
more
tight
like a
knit
production than like a just like
for
straight up
sure.
show where they're right there.
Which is kind of something I was gonna bring up is like y'all don't necessarily need like all the flashing lights and craziness. It's just the energy is its own thing. It just
Yeah,
you can't really describe it.
it's I think Watch You Fall is at a really cool spot right now because we've been like yesterday we opened This Is LA at the Belasco and it was like
I
crazy.
saw,
It's like
yeah.
a giant stage, and we did that and it was sick. And then like at the end of last month we played like a VFW hall in Sacramento and it was like a 2 inch stage and just like mosh everywhere and it was sick. That was like a DM for address show and it sold out. But like my point is like I think we're at a cool spot because we can play like the pro core shows and open them, and then also play like the DIY shows and like get the best of both worlds right now, which is I think is dope.
That is dope. I hope that y'all continue to grow.
Yeah,
I really, really want. That's why I'm doing this, honestly, because what started it off was I did a Psycho Frame video
yeah,
a few weeks ago, and I had someone say you need to do more of this, and I was going to do a video for y'all, covering y'all, just kind of talking about y'all and stuff like that, and then I was just kind of scrolling y'all's Instagram, and your email was up there. I was like, shit, I'm just gonna be like, yo, can we set something up?
yeah,
So this is even better than just doing a video talking about it,
yeah,
which I might still do.
yeah.
But do you like Psycho Frame?
Yeah, I like Psycho Frame. I heard about them like literally the day their first EP dropped. My boy Chris, who
Same.
now plays bass for us, showed me. I was really into deathcore in high school, like I said, with like Spite and stuff. I know Spite's not exactly deathcore, but it's that vibe.
It's pretty close.
But Psycho Frame is awesome because it's like crazy technical stuff, and it's crazy technical deathcore, but still like pretty, in my opinion, pretty honest. Like it's not
Hmm.
like the band like Lorna Shore is like all production, and like I'm not dissing that band,
Exactly.
but it's a whole production. It's like start to finish all polished and tweaked and everything. And Psycho Frame to me still sounds like, oh yeah, we just made this.
Yeah, the cool thing to me about Psycho Frame, and I'll kind of back up your Lorna Shore statement here in a sec, but the cool thing about Psycho Frame to me is it's a complete love letter to what deathcore was back before it
Yeah,
turned into a
before it like
production.
mainstream and like all like
Yeah.
they all started touring all crazy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
like old school deathcore.
Oh, me too, dude. Freaking The Cleansing, bro.
Yeah,
Can't
that's a good
beat it.
record.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, the first
Um,
Impending Doom record, Nail Dead Risen, one of my
Nail Dead
favorite
Risen.
albums. Yeah, the album rules.
It has no business being as
Yeah,
tough as it
it's
is.
so sick.
But yeah, like Lorna Shore to me, like I feel like they earned their title. I feel like but it was like overall, it was their influence that kind of ruined that for me. Like they earned where they're at for sure. Like
Yeah,
no
they
dissing them.
worked super hard, and then I feel like everyone saw what they were doing and were like,
and trying to
like,
copy it.
yeah, we should
They had
do
to
that
have
too.
some. They're like, well, I guess we need to have symphonic elements and weird snarly
Yeah, like crazy stuff. Yeah.
And then Psycho Frame was just like, all killer, no filler, no bullshit,
Yeah.
none of that. We're just gonna go back to the way it was. And the thing I've noticed about their music is they don't have any repeating parts whatsoever. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
all their songs are pretty much recomposed. But
yeah. I guess a little shout out to them. I'm on a huge kick for them right now.
yeah,
I
and
have been since they
that
first dropped.
recent EP they dropped with like features on every track, like they got Vomicar and Scarab on it, and like a bunch of dope bands. I was like sick, like because I know their Psycho Frame is like hardcore guys, not just like guys who are only in the deathcore and just showed up out of nowhere. Like I don't know if he's still in it, but I think the one of the guys he was like plays bass in Dying Wish was in Psycho Frame, or maybe still is.
He
I'm not
was.
sure. Yeah,
He was. Yeah.
he was in Vatican too, I think.
Like three of them were in Vatican, but at different times. Like Mike and John, they were both the vocalist of Vatican at different times.
Yeah.
John's out of Psycho Frame now though, but he's gonna have a new band, Warspawn, pretty soon. I'm pretty stoked about that. But you're right, they're all hardcore dudes. They were just like, we miss deathcore, we miss it. We're gonna bring it back.
Yeah, like in personally in my heart, like I would love to be in like an old school deathcore band too, but I know like at least in Oxnard, like it's not gonna people aren't gonna like be into that because Oxnard is a very like traditional hardcore, like hardcore punk, because like Nardcore started in the 80s with like Ill Repute and Aggression and stuff like that, and it's like very punky, and like that's why I was like not sure about Watch You Fall when we started, because I was like there are no metalcore bands around here right now.
But you'll have the hardcore, like the hardcore attitude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And like,
which is what metalcore was at first.
Yeah, originally it was just metal and hardcore, and then it kind of turned into something else, which is cool. There's like, it's very broad now. You've got like the old school stuff like Poison the Well, Prayer for Cleansing, Undying, and then you've got stuff like the Bring Me the Horizon doing like some of their later records, which I would call metalcore, but it's completely different than like the stuff that we do.
They changed the game, baby.
Yeah,
That's
they did.
They're like an all-time favorite for me.
Yeah.
Everything that they've done from their first EP up through current. It's not this. I mean, obviously, they're just kind of in their own league,
They're doing whatever. I respect that band because they're just making what they want to make, and like that first record, Count Your Blessings, is like one of my favorite like old school like deathcore records. And then when I was in high school, I got into Sempiternal, and I was like, yeah, like
that's Sempiternal is what got me like fully into this world.
Yeah,
like it's what kind of nudged me into.
I can say the same thing. It was like a gateway into like music with breakdowns, basically.
Oh, dude, I remember the first time I heard that.
Yeah, Shadow Moses.
Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, something primal within me just like,
yeah,
I've never felt this way before. And
yeah.
and then like Asking Alexandria, Stand Up and Scream, obviously like those scene classics. And,
yeah, like the crabcore, just like long hair, like old, yeah. I still love that song, The Final Episode. I still listen to it. It's a great song. If you can like tune out the lyrics and how just like cringy they are, like those riffs are awesome in that track.
Oh, dude, the lyrics are so terrible now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had riffs and the breakdowns were really good.
Yeah. And when I was getting into like metal and hardcore, I started with like stuff that I saw on YouTube, like Knocked Loose, Bring Me the Horizon, and then as I started going to shows around here, like ending high school and stuff, I like found out about like the old school hardcore bands that now I listen to way more than that, like how I got into it.
And then another basic interview question. So before shows, do you got any like pre-show warm-up ritual type deals that kind of helps you get into the zone, or is it just being in the atmosphere just kind of get you already? It doesn't really take much to get you ready to go.
Honestly, I don't have any sort of method for like preparing for a set. I just make sure like honestly everything I think about before, like when we're setting up is like okay, I just have all the things in my pockets, like put them in front of the drums so they don't fall out when we're playing.
Jumping around,
Yeah.
kicking and stuff.
Yeah, but honestly, like I know I should like warm up vocals before we play, but I never do that.
Honestly, that kind of like it's kind of like juggling a little bit. Like you're kind of risking if you do like too much warming up, you might blow out your voice before you even go on stage.
Sometimes we'll practice like the day of the show before we head to the show, and like when we do that, we'll run the set once or twice. I'll do like maybe 2 songs, and then I'll just chill.
Dude, honestly, I really fuck with your vocal style.
Thank you.
Like it's just raw emotion.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you do like any like false chords or all these
Yeah.
different types of techniques. You're like you don't do like super low gutturals or super high highs. You kind of stay within your voice. You know,
Yeah.
you have like your own style, your own voice, and all that kind of still goes back with that old school metalcore. You
Yeah.
know,
I'd say
back
my
then.
main like vocal tone inspiration is Tim Lambesis off of Shadows of Security, As I Lay Dying. Like that record, his vocals
Okay,
are awesome. Uh,
respect.
yeah. I know, like
Despite everything, you
yeah,
know
for sure, yeah. But if you could separate the art from the artist, that record rules.
that through struggle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the riff of all time.
Tick-a-dang,
Yeah,
tick-a-dang. Yeah, that shit slaps, man.
it's an
I can,
awesome
I
record.
can, yeah. I mean, and it was different times. I don't know
Yeah,
if he was roid rage yet, or if he was still pure of heart back
I don't
in
know.
those times. I don't know either. But you said that y'all have a pretty quick writing process.
Yeah, we like our most recent song we just wrote took way longer because like 2 of our guys moved out of state, so we have to like yeah like the show we played yesterday had to fly Aiden out from Ohio so we could play that show because he's like 16, so his dad got a job out there,
Mm.
so he just has to go. But um, usually we write songs pretty quick, except for the lyrics. Like I said, that takes forever.
Oh yeah, dude. So I know y'all just dropped that split back in December.
Yeah.
Can we expect anything new from Watch You Fall this year?
As far as music, honestly, probably not because, like I said, Aiden lives in Ohio now. Julian's going to college in AZ, Arizona. But I think we got a cool tour coming up in the spring that will be announced relatively soon. But yeah,
Awesome.
I don't know how we're gonna write new songs with like 2 of our guys being out of state, but we'll figure it out. We might do like they'll have both come out for a week and we just like write a record in a week if we can. I don't know. That's like the Periphery style, but I don't know.
I
We're
feel
gonna
like
play it by ear.
I feel like y'all could somehow manage to make that happen.
Yeah, maybe.
That'd be really cool, man.
Yeah.
Uh, would the next release be another EP, or is a album on the horizon? Like, would that be something that y'all want to do?
We've never like formally talked about what we're gonna do next, but I know in my head I want it to be a full length. I feel like that's just the natural progression from like demo to split/promo to then like this is like our sound now. Like this is who we are.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Dude, I really want y'all to come through North Carolina.
Yeah, we want to definitely tour like when we can. Like I said earlier, it's hard because like 2 of us work full time, one of us is in college, but you know whatever we can
Oh,
swing, like we're always gonna do what we can when we can.
the only thing I would say is just don't give up.
Yeah,
Keep with it. Keep with it. You know what y'all have is really special.
thank you.
I'd love to see it. I would love to see it run its full course. You know, y'all are like I said, y'all sound like the future. I try to keep my finger on the pulse of young bands, you know, and just to try and be like, because I'm getting older, and at some point, all the bands I listen to are gonna be old, and I want to know what the future's gonna look like. So just keep with it, you know. Don't give up. you know. There might be a certain point where,
No way, he froze again.
damn it. But yeah, I was gonna say, oh yeah, just keep with it. Don't give up. You know,
Yeah.
I'm almost 27, and I just now to find my groove. You know,
Yeah, type shit.
yeah, type shit. But I just want to say thank you so much for agreeing to do this. I know
Yeah.
that you're a busy guy. You said you work full time and stuff like that. But first and foremost, I want this to be a platform to where I can get y'all's name out there, even just a
Yeah.
little bit more. My last video, my Psycho Frame video, got, I think it has like over 350 views or something like that. So if I can do that for y'all, I mean, I feel like,
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I want to, you know, y'all deserve to be known, you know?
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
think.
that. Yeah. I'm really stoked that, like, because like I said, I wasn't sure that if like anyone was gonna care when we wrote these songs, and then seeing people like fuck with us enough to put us on like This Is LA, like shout out SOS Booking, huge for that. Shout out VCHC, huge for putting us on like a Killing Time Tsunami show. Like it's awesome that like
Oh, yeah.
yeah
That's awesome.
yeah.
Tsunami, bro. But yeah, dude, thanks again.
Thank you. Yeah.
And maybe we can talk again sometime.
Yeah. Just hit me up.
I'm gonna, for sure, dude. Thanks for being so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been Adam from Watch You Fall.
Thank you.
Badass band.
Yes. Thanks.
Go fucking check them out. You won't be disappointed. You like that old school shit? This is for you.
Type
So
shit.
Adam, have a wonderful night, brother.
You too.
Thank you so
You too.
much. You take care.
All right. See ya.
See you, bro.